Hi YouTube, welcome to our channel. This is Connor Heckman. Today I'm coming to you to give you maybe 10 symptoms, signs and symptoms that you need to watch out for when you're in nursing school. This is going to be a fun kind of video, so it's not going to be very serious, but these are just things that I or some of the people in nursing school, some of my friends in nursing school felt while we're in nursing school. So maybe when you watch this video, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I think this happened to me, or this happened to me. So, like I said, this is going to be a fun one. And only people in nursing school that are experiencing this will kind of understand what I'm saying, or people that have been through nursing school and experienced some of these things will kind of understand what I'm saying. So the 10 things that you need to watch out for, or symptoms you need to watch out for. Number one, stress. You are going to be stressed. It is so stressful. I mean, there's so much work in nursing school. There's so many things to do, and it makes you stressed because you feel like you cannot catch up, or you feel like it's just overwhelming. There's so much stuff going on. So stress is going to be your number one symptoms you are going to feel. And through that stress, a lot of other things will be happening to you. For example, you are going to gain weight. You're going to gain weight. So before nursing school, I wasn't a big coffee drinker, but then I needed to stay awake. So I started drinking coffee. But the thing about it is, I don't really like coffee much. I like the smell of it, but I don't really like the taste of it. So every time I went to get coffee, I put in like so much of those non-creamer thing, or non-dairy creamers. And it added more calories to my coffee. So then I started gaining a little weight. But then the problem is, once I go to school, when I come home, I can either choose to work out or go steady. I always found myself like, you know what? I cannot work out because I don't have the time. I do have a lot of schoolwork to do. So I just always just didn't work out. It wasn't like I was eating a lot, but I was in school all day from like 8 to 5 most of the days. So I really wasn't eating much. So so when I came home, I just went upstairs to study, and I never had time to really work out. So I gained a lot of weight. If you are in nursing school, or you were in nursing school, you didn't gain weight, you know, that's good for you. But I'm just saying, for myself, I gained a lot of weight. I'm still trying to lose the weight. I'm actually going to do a video on my weight loss, but I gained a lot of weight. Number one, you are going to be stressed. Number two, we talked about weight gain. Number three, you are going to be sleep deprived. I am telling you. Sometimes I was up till maybe 3 o'clock in the morning, and I had to be up by 6 to get to class, or like 6:30 to get to class by 8, and my school was way like maybe 30-45 minutes away. So you are going to be sleep deprived because you have to study, and you are not getting enough sleep. So you are going to be sleep deprived. So don't be surprised when you don't get enough sleep, because there's so much schoolwork to do that sometimes you prefer doing the schoolwork, staying up late to do that instead of you sleeping. And that takes me to my number 4. Number 4, you are going to have sleep insomnia, meaning it's going to be difficult for you to fall asleep, and it's going to be difficult to stay asleep. The reason is, let's say for example, you are studying, reading. When you go lay down, your brain just doesn't shut off. It just keeps rolling and rolling. You have all this information in your mind, and it makes it very difficult to fall asleep. So you're going to be feeling like, man, I cannot fall asleep. And then when you sleep, something will wake you up in the middle of the night, and you can't sleep because you are worried about something, a test or something like that. For me, it was very difficult, and I had that a lot because I was studying till 2 o'clock in the morning. And for some reason, I have all this information in my mind. I'm trying to, decipher some of the information. I'm trying to, focus on certain things, or am I missing something? So it was very difficult for me to fall asleep. And once I went to sleep, it was kind of hard to stay asleep because something little might wake me up and I can't go back to sleep because I'm thinking, okay, especially when I have a test, and sometimes I used to have maybe 2 or 3 tests on one day, which made it very difficult. So I would be pondering all this information in my head, and it was just so frustrating because I couldn't fall asleep. So you will have insomnia. If you don't, hey, like I said before, kudos to you. But I felt insomnia in a way where I just couldn't shut my brain off. My brain just couldn't shut off because I would just keep thinking about all the information and just keep, like, you know, pondering, okay, what is going on, what I need to do tomorrow, or how this test is gonna be, and so it's kind of difficult for me to fall asleep. Number 6, you are, or you might lose your hair. It didn't really happen to me, but it happened to one of my friends. So, you know, because stress causes a lot of things, but one of the things that caused her was she started losing her hair. So if you experience hair loss, make sure that, I mean, you don't be too surprised because stress can cause that, and just, I mean, it was just anxiety and all that stuff just caused her to start losing her hair. And so I'm just telling you, again, if it happens to you, it might be a coincidence, or you might say, you know what, I think that I heard it in a video somewhere and the lady said that you might lose your hair. So I'm just saying, you might lose your hair. For me, number 7, I got gray hair. Oh my God. You know, I was 44 years old when I was in nursing school with 4 kids and husband and all this stuff going on. I never had a gray hair, so I was one of the very lucky ones, so I never had a gray hair. All of a sudden, I'm going to nursing school, and, you know, I took my hair down to get my hair done, and all of a sudden, I saw this gray hair, and I yelled. I was like in the bathroom, and I yelled. My husband was like, "What is going on?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I have a gray hair." So I actually saw some gray hair in my hair, and it was just so sad to me because I never had gray hair before. You know, I was one of the lucky few, but I was just so surprised and kind of sad that I had gray hair. I mean, there's nothing wrong with gray hair, don't get me wrong, but I just didn't have one or any, and all of a sudden I have all this gray hair. I mean, maybe 20 or 30, I don't know. So yeah, so I had gray hair. Nursing school caused me to get gray hair. I think I might have gotten my numbers wrong, but anyways, just forgive me. This is just a quick video I wanted to kind of do. So let's just kind of review what I already said. The 10 symptoms I'm going to give you for what to expect in nursing school or what to watch out for. I think my number 1 was stress. You will be stressed. You will gain weight. You will have sleep deprivation, or you'll be sleep deprived. You will have insomnia. You will lose your hair, and you will get gray. So I think that was my number. I don't know what number that is, but I think I'm on number 7. So my number 7 is you might have frequent headaches. Frequent headaches. A lot of times my head was hurting so bad I could feel it like it behind my eyes. And it was just so bad sometimes that I'm like, you know, what do I do? But then I still have to study because your eyes are on the books or your eyes are on the computers, and you are in school all day long and you're just tired. So I found like I was getting like frequent headaches. I never usually get headaches, but then in nursing school I started getting headaches. So just watch out for that. So just in case you get a headache, you can know exactly, you know, you can kind of remember, oh, I think that lady said it. So yeah, so I was getting frequent headaches in nursing school. Let's see. What else? So I think I'm on number 8. Number 8, you are going to lose, maybe not lose relationship. Maybe that's my number 9, I think. But you are going to be detached from your family. And this part is kind of a little sad to me because I felt like I was here, but I wasn't here. You know, again, I have 4 kids. I'm married. So my kids, my husband, they kind of, you know, took over. They started doing things. But I felt like I wasn't here, you know, even though I was here physically, but I really wasn't here. Because I would come from school and just find something to eat and go upstairs to study. So I felt like I didn't have time to clean, I didn't have time to cook. I mean, once in a while I did those things, but it pretty much like fell on my husband, and the kids had to, I mean, they had to fend for themselves sometimes because, I mean, but my husband was, here to help. So I kind of felt detached from my family a little bit. It was like I was going on vacation for like a year or something. I remember a lot of times, like my husband would say, "Oh, do you want to watch a movie with us?" But I would say no because I had like so much to do, like so much studying to do, or so much homework to do. And so then I would say no. And I felt bad, but I couldn't afford to sit and watch a movie when I could be studying. And the thing about me is once I put my mind to doing something, I want to do the best. I want to make sure my kids are proud of me that at least I did this and I accomplished something. I don't want to just go ahead and try to do it and kind of fail at it. So I really wanted to do well in nursing school. I really wanted to pass with good grades, and be able to complete the program, so my kids can be kind of proud of me to say that my mom did this at my age, 44 years old. So I just chose to not participate in a lot of things. Okay, so I think it takes me to my number 9. My number 9 is it's almost the same thing I just said, but you'll be detached from family and friends. In a way where, like, when they invite you, you're gonna have to make a choice between, like, do you go to somebody's party or do you go and study? So then sometimes you feel like you don't really know those people anymore that much because you don't spend too much time with them because you prefer to go study. And so sometimes people might get mad at you, like, "Oh, I invited you to my party, but you never came." Because, hey, you have to choose. Am I going to go to that party or am I going to go and study? Normally, I just chose to study because, and I apologize that I couldn't go to everybody's, thing or everybody's party or whatever. But I just, kind of felt bad that I didn't do that, but I just had to study. I just had to do what I had to do to pass my test. So that is my number 9. Number 10, and I think I talked about this in my last video, the one about 5 tips that will help you pass nursing school. And I think it was a bonus statement that I made, but I'm going to make it here again because this is very important. Number 10, I feel like you are going to get discouraged. You are going to want to quit. You are going to want to just give up and say, "You know what, I cannot do this. This is just way too hard. This is just too difficult." And although that is true, nursing school is no joke. I got an LPN degree, but it was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. I'm serious. Some people might say, "Oh, it's just an LPN," but do not take it for granted. It's a lot because you're learning something for the first time. When I go back to get my RN, it's going to be a little bit easier because I know a lot of the steps. I know a lot of the things. For example, the heart doesn't change. The heart is still the heart. The heart still does what the heart does. So it's going to be a little bit easier than going to LPN school and trying to do all of this stuff for the first time. So do not get discouraged because you will get discouraged. Like I said in the last video, there was days that I had to go to clinicals and I was tired. I had to wake up early in the morning and it was just hard for me, and my entire household was sleeping. Everybody's sleeping and I had to be up to go to clinicals, and I had to be there early. You couldn't be late. And our clinicals were like 12 hours a day, 12 hours, and it was a long day. So sometimes I really wanted to quit. I really, really wanted to. As strong as I was most of the time, but sometimes I really wanted to quit. But what kept me going was, first, for me, I'm a Christian. It was God who kept giving me the strength to keep getting up every day and putting one foot in front of the other, getting me up every day to say, "You know what, you can do this." And second was, I knew I needed to prove, I didn't need to prove anything to anybody, but I knew that I started this and I need to finish it, so I kept going. So you will get discouraged and you're going to want to quit, but do not quit. Do not quit because you can do it. like I said before, if anybody can do it or other people can do it, you can do it too. So don't quit. Just keeping on. Just keep moving. Putting one foot in front of the other and just keep moving. I'm telling you, if you keep doing those things, you are going to be successful. You are going to graduate from nursing school and you are going to be a great, great, great nurse. So do not give up. Do not say, I cannot do this. I mean, you can say that, but don't give up, all right? Because I know you can do this. So don't give up. Just keeping on. Again, these are my 10 tips I'm giving you of symptoms that you might feel. So when you feel it, don't say, oh, well, why is this happening to me? You know, hey, it's all related to stress and, you know, lack of sleep, just lack of good nutrition, because sometimes we don't really eat well. We are, you know, running here and grabbing like fast food because you don't really have time to, you know, pack your lunch or cook your lunch, you know, those kind of stuff. So, you know, just a lack of a lot of things that we are not doing that we normally did. So, but my advice to you is hang in there. This too shall pass. Like I said in my last video, this too shall pass. So just hang in there and keeping on and keep putting one foot ahead of the other and you will get there. Thank you again for watching our channel. I really appreciate you guys. If you want to see more videos, subscribe to this channel and hit the notification button. And every time I have a new video, they will kind of notify you that, hey, we have a new video. This is my family channel, so I'm going to be doing a lot of things that might not be like, oh, you know, she's doing this specific thing. I'm going to do a lot of different things. I mean, we're going to probably, I'm doing a lot of nursing things, and I'm going to do a lot of cooking with my daughters. It's going to be fun. So we're planning on doing a lot of things. So I hope that you can subscribe to this channel and come back every time and then just see what we are doing, you know, lessons that we are trying to teach and things like that. So again, thank you so much for watching our channel and God bless. I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.